Hey again, everybody. So your buddy Camille has asked for help with 3-digit by 2-digit multiplication. We looked at partial product, and that went pretty well. So now let's look at standard algorithm. Okay, so let's get to work here. Let's hide me. Cool. All right, so first let's come up with a plan. So for standard algorithm, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to take this 4 and multiply it by the 6. Okay, then I'm going to take this 4 and multiply by the 7, which is 7D because it's in the 10th place. And then I'm going to multiply 600 by 4. Let's switch colors here. So all of that is going to happen on the first line. Then I'm going to take 80, because it's in the tens place, that's an 80. 80 times 6, 80 times 70, and then 80 times 600. So really, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to do 6 multiplication problems. All right, so the only other thing I want to mention before we get going on standard algorithm, remember that we have to regroup into the correct place. So let's do this first one, and I will show you what I mean. All right, so first, let's do 6 times 4, which is 24. Here's what I mean by regrouping in the correct place. For standard algorithm, we're not going to write the 2 here. We're going to put the 2 in the tens place like that. All right, so 7 times 4, 28. Add the 2, that'd be 30. I'm going to regroup in the hundreds place. I'm going to put that into the correct place there. Then, let's see, I'm going to do 4 times 600. 4 times 6 is 24, plus the 3 makes it 27. And I am done with this number. I'll exit out. Done with that number. So here, normally you wouldn't write this out with standard algorithm, but since we're learning, what I did was 676 times 4. Okay, now just in case you don't trust my math skills, let's use our resource here. Let's clear that out. So 676 times 4 equals 2,704. All right, so we're not finished yet because now I need to do 80 times 676. Now since it's an 80, that's why you have to put the placeholder. All right, so now 8 times 6 is 48. Regroup into the proper position. That 4 would be in the tens place. 8 times 7, 56, plus 4 would be 60. Regroup. 8 times 6, 48, plus the 6, 54. So what I did here on this line, and again, you wouldn't typically write this out, but since we're learning, I did 676 times 80. Again, let's make sure that we all agree with the calculator. So according to me, 676 times 80 should equal 54,080. Awesome. But that's not what they want to know. They don't want to know what 676 times 80 is. They want to know what it is times 84. So we combine those. That's why we add here. So I'm going to add. So that's 4, 8, 7, 6, and 5. I'll add my comma. And if you have a calculator on any work that you're doing, you might as well as check, right? So let's check. 676 times 84 equals 56,784. Awesome. All right, let's look at another one. Just a quick review of the plan. That looks a little messy. Remember, we're going to multiply the top number by the ones place and then by the tens place. Coming down. Okay, so standard algorithm again. Switch it to green. 2 times 9, 18. I'm going to regroup. That 1 should go in the tens place because I said it was 18. All right, then we have 9 times 3 would be 27 plus 1 is 28. 9 times 3 is 36 plus the 2, 38. Alright, now my recorder kind of skipped around, so let's double. Hey everybody! So I am hoping that you didn't notice, but I made a mistake on the recorder, not the math, don't worry. So I think we are back where we started. Alright, so anyway, I am now done with this one and that one. So here, remember that 4 is actually a 40. That's why we use that placeholder. Alright, so now we know it's a 40, but let's call it 4 times 2, 8. The reason I could call it 4 times 2 is because of that placeholder. Alright, so anyway, 4 times 3 is 12. Regroup. 4 times 4, 16 plus the 1 would make it 17. So now we have to combine those. So obviously you wouldn't show this, but as a teacher I'd like for you to see this. Here what I've done was 432 times 9. And then down here what I did 432 times 40. So let's combine those with addition. Before I add, I'm going to check my math. 432 times 40. I have it as 17,280. Wonderful. So let's combine with addition. 8 plus nothing, easy enough. 8 plus 8, 16. Regroup. 8 plus 1, 9. 9 plus 2, 11. 4. 1 plus 3 is 4. Plus 7, 11. And 2. So my final answer for this one, I have it as 21,168. If they give you a calculator on a test, I say use it. 21,168. We are on a roll. All right. On this one, you have seen at least 2 problems and a pretty good strategy. So go ahead, pause here, hit the pause button, click on the screen, solve this, please, and then come back, play the video, and see if we agree. All right. So on this one, 5 times 7, 35. 6 times 7, 42, plus the 3, 45. 7 times 7 is 49, plus the 4, we got 53. And again, you wouldn't show this part. 700. What I did there was 765 times 7. Let's check. 765 times 7 equals 5,355. We are good to go. Now we all know that that's not a 3, that it's a 30. So placeholder. So that 3 times 5. Uh-oh. Oh, Nelly. I forgot to cross out the ones I was done with. That was close. Alright, so 3 times 5, 15. Regroup the 1 to the tens place. 3 times 6, 18, plus the 1, 19. 3 times 7, 21. Add the 1, 22. Again, please don't write this part if you don't want to. This is the answer to 765 times 30. Let's see if I'm right. 765 times 30 equals 22,950. Please remember, they don't want to know what they are separately, they want to know those combined. So let's go ahead and do that. So this would be 5, 10, 4, 13, 6 plus 2, 8, and 2. So my final answer looks like 28,305. I hope you notice that I'm modeling using a calculator. If you have a calculator on a test or homework, please do use it if you're allowed to. 28,305. Sweet. Alright. Should have time for at least one more here. Feel free to pause the video. Actually, do pause the video if you're watching this. try to solve this one on your own. This will probably be our last one for this video, so please try this one on your own. Okay, so hopefully you've already solved it. 8 times 7, 56. 7 times 3, 21. Add the 5, 26. 7 times 6 is 42, plus the 2, 44. Might as well check as we go. So what I'm saying is 638, oop, not that one, times 7 is 4,466. I agree with that. Alright, I'm done here and I'm done here. Place value, because that 6 is actually a 60, as you know. 6 times 8, 48. 8, 4. 6 times 3, 18, plus the 4, 22. 6 times 6 is 36. That's always fun to say. Plus the 2, 38. I'll only do 1 this time. So what I'm saying here is 638 times 60 equals 38,280. Let's make sure I'm right. 638 times 60 equals 38,280. But remember, we're not done. They want to know what they are combined. So let's add 6, 14, 5, 7, 12, 14. Alright, so my final answer is messy. Sorry. 42,746. Let's check it out. Clear. 638 times 67 equals 42,746. Fantastic. So there should be a quiz in this folder that you could try out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day.